Hi kindred spirits, I'm here at Quartzsite. I just got back a little bit ago from volunteering for the setup, and now I've found a place to camp, and it's windy, and so I thought I would document the first time using the wind to charge my new batteries. And I also have some sad news to share, and the reason why I am prefacing it now is because it is, you know, all day today I have had to focus my attention, or as I shared with you yesterday, this time of year, the hours between 10 and 2 are, you know, when I'm, you know, on point. So I've been going pretty much from the time that I woke up today, and I am due for a break, but the weather is looking a little, it might rain, and I really would like to try to get this wind turbine going. And so this goes to really the reason why I suggest that every 2 hours we take a 15-minute break, because that way I can still get stuff done even when some pretty sad things happen. So I'm going to just do a quick, this is how I'm putting it together, and get back in here, and then I will share the news that I really want to share with you. Here we are on the rooftop. There, it's that's lashed down. There's the propeller. But first I'm going to lash down my ladder because it's kind of windy out here. I've been out here before, and take a look at the mountains while I lashed the ladder. I've been out in the mountains before, or in the middle of nowhere all by myself, and I was getting on the roof, and it jiggled, the ladder jiggled a little bit, and I immediately thought, how am I going to get down off of the top of this roof? And so now I bungee cord the ladder. Actually, I try to do it every single time, but especially when it's windy, because it's aluminum, it's very lightweight, and yeah. All right, let's get this thing hooked up. There we go. It works, Rob. I haven't checked the battery yet. I just got it going. Took a little longer than I thought, but you know, it's just my first time. I'll get better at it. This right here, that right there, those are guy wires, so I'm going to set those up. We're going to have a pretty crisp wind all night long, and I'm excited to see. I have to be over at the volunteer place at 8 a.m. tomorrow, so I hope it's not too chilly, because I got to take all this stuff down. But before I go, I'm just going to show you how it plugs in, because I think that's really, really neat. Look at that thing go. Woohoo!
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So I got to tie these guide wires on. I got to do that. But this is the neat plug. It goes right, the plug is right into the ceiling. And so when I'm at the shore, when I'm plugged into a garage, I plug into there, but I have a whole complicated system. But for now, this is it for the wind turbine first thing. And I'm going to get the guide wires, and I will talk to you soon. It's already gone up a few percentage points since I finally got it wired up right. So all in all, yippee-hey-hey. I'm really grateful that I have the wind turbine. It looks like it's actually going to do some really good stuff out here in the desert. The light is kind of low. It's a little later in the afternoon. It was overcast for a while, so didn't really get much solar. But I have 3 different systems going on, and I am going to promise, that's like a story that I'm going to be working on. It's going to come out sometime this month, so I hope you stay tuned for that. So, going to switch gears here. And I do have some sad news, and it is about Imogene. Around Thanksgiving, we flew to a family member who it was kind of a spontaneous visit, and ended up spending a month. Didn't have my van, but I had Imogene. And turns out it was a coincidence, but it seemed like right when we were landing, she just was kind of off. And I didn't know if there's just all kinds of factors that could have been, from just the airline trip to, being in a new place with other animals and, just, a whole host of things. But it took a couple weeks to kind of figure out what the symptoms were. She at first didn't want treats. And as some of my campmates can attest from last spring, she was very, very food driven. So the treats was kind of like, and then she started not really wanting to eat. Just a whole host of things. And it got to the point where her BM was, didn't look right. I called the vet out where I was. They could not get me from the symptoms. They couldn't get me in, but for a couple days. So they recommended that I go to a hospital, and it was in the middle of the day, so it was not like an emergency type of a deal. It turned out that she had a UTI, so she went on antibiotics. 7 days after she finished the course of antibiotics, she was supposed to get checked again. And by that time, I was back in Maryland to the vet that she has had since Imogene and I have met. Also, the doctor, the veterinarian, is actually my daughter's age, so I have known her from brownies, and so I really love that, that I know this person, just to make sure. We got a blood work and included another urine culture. So then I started out here to the RTR. A couple of days ago, I got a call. It turns out that Imogene is in renal failure. It is stage 1. It is incurable. It's, you know, I mean, it can become overcome, but it's more likely cats are able to, you know, heal from this. Dogs, it's pretty bad news, unless she's a miracle dog. In my vet's experience, they said that, you know, about a year that she has. She's on a special diet now. I got my beloved vet in Maryland sent me a script, emailed me a script, and PetSmart. Turns out they have Benfield hospitals in their stores, in some of their stores, and what they would do is they agreed if I had, you know, a copy of the script from my vet, that they would transfer it to them, and then I could go anywhere and get this prescription renal diet food that Imogene has to be on. There's a lot of layers to this. It's going to unfold. But that it's kidney related, it has lots of meaning to it. So that's all I'm able to talk to about right now. That's what a lot of my breaks, the 2-hour breaks in between the stuff that one has to concentrate on, a lot of those 15-minute breaks were, you know, wrapping my heart around it and contacting my family and contacting, you know, my close friends and my patrons. I told them yesterday, and today I am sharing this news with you. I already feel the support, so I'm just going to be drinking that in. I do have a request, if you're seeing this on YouTube, that and we happen to meet at the RTR. If you've seen this, and of course I'm not hiding it, that, you know, Imogene is sick. I don't mind talking about it, but it's only if it's just you and I and nobody else around, because I'm not going to make that the leading conversation that I have with people here. You know, if I talk to somebody at any length of time, of course it's going to come out, but for right now, I'd rather just kind of keep it a little bit close. I'm still in the acceptance stage, and yeah, I needed just a little bit of space, and being at the RTR will provide that little bit of a break where I can enjoy myself, live in the moment, making new friends that can feed me through the challenging days that are ahead for both me and you, right, girl? Huh?